Welcome back to the Manc Entrepreneur YouTube channel, and yeah, a bit of a different setup today for a different kind of video. Again, you will probably know if you subscribe to this channel, you've seen the last few videos. On Friday, myself, John Hayes, Ian, and Chris, who you guys have not met yet, but I'm sure you will. We set out to Portugal. Let me just check the sound is working here. Yes, it is. We set off to Portugal to do the charity bike ride for Crohn's and Colitis UK and Get Your Belly Out here in the UK. And I get asked a lot, it's like, how are you going to do it? How does the logistics of this work? Are you taking suitcases? How are you taking a backpack? How is it all going to work? And that's what I want to talk to you about in this video, is how I travel pretty light wherever I go. And let me just get that onto live chat there. So again, this is live. If you're watching live, feel free to get involved, ask questions, blah, blah, blah. But pretty much wherever I go, I travel lightly. I don't take a lot of things. I don't like waiting for suitcases. I don't like dragging suitcases around with me wherever I go. So I do try and keep it hand luggage only. Now, that's been a bit of an interesting dilemma, I guess, with this bike ride, and we've just lost some light. Hopefully we're okay. There's a window there, and it's really, I can't really move you any other way, but anyway, ignore that. And I was chatting to John Hayes, who again is coming with us for this bike ride, and he said, realistically, you don't want to be taking a backpack because, again, you're going to be doing a lot of miles. Your back's going to sweat, especially if the sun's out. You need panniers. So this was all new to me. Like I said, I'm not a cyclist, so we're going to see how this goes. But yes, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take you through what I'm actually taking with me for this this bike challenge. And yeah, so to kick things off, that is exactly where we're going to start. We're going to start with the panniers. I'm not sure how best to do it. In fact, you may go to floor cam. Let's see if floor cam works any better at all. Yeah, there we go. Right, okay, so we have panniers. Now, these are just your standard double-sided panniers, which are going to go over the back wheel of the bike. And we've got lots of pockets and pouches and things. And that is pretty much everything that we're taking. And to make this hand luggage, I actually bought a shoulder strap from Amazon for about £5. And yeah, that is ultimately, that's the hand luggage. So that's the easiest way I could show you that. And we'll bring you back up to normal height view over there, maybe. Okay. So yeah, panniers. So everything that I take is going to have to go on there, with perhaps the example or the exception of the helmet. Now, again, not a cyclist, but apparently there are going to be a few roads that we have to cycle on, and it's European law that you are going to need to have a helmet. So we have a helmet, and as you can see, we've got GoPro cam, we've got helmet cam set up, and this will be pretty much documenting as much of the journey as possible. So if I keep looking off camera, that's where I can see the control center, everything else that's going on, to make sure that everything is in focus. So yeah, this is pretty much sorry, there we go. Yeah, so that's pretty sure that's not going to fit in the panniers yet. That would probably just be strapped. The GoPro obviously fit, but the helmet will probably just be bundled onto a strap. The next thing, which again, this is all new to me, tire levers. I didn't even know what these were. I've never really needed to use them. Even as a kid on a bike, I never really had a puncture. Guess I wasn't riding hard enough or in weird enough places. So we've got tire levers in case we need to get the tire off, and also some self-adhesive puncture repair patches. I believe the people we are hiring the bikes out in Portugal. That's another thing. The company, I can't remember the name, but they've been Mega Sport Turismo, I think, in Portugal. They've been great. We're hiring the bikes out in Portugal. So again, saves us having to worry about any of that stuff. The downside is obviously for anyone who is a keen cyclist, the bike may be alien to you. I do have a bike, but it's the bike I've had since I was like a teenager. So to me, a bike is a bike, but if you're a keen cyclist and have a proper setup, that would be a downside for you, is renting a bike, which is probably not as good or as comfy or whatever as yours is. For me, just adds to the fun of it. And like I said, a bike's a bike to me at the end of the day. Right, on to sort of the stuff that we're taking. Obviously, the cycle route is over 3 days. So we've got cycling tops, again, lots of lycra. Apparently lycra seems to be good. So we've got red and green. They're just cycling tops. Padded shorts. Who knew these were a thing? Yeah. Lots of padding in the area where you would need padding. So we actually have lycra. Honestly, I apologize in advance for any shots of me in lycra. You're not going to want to see that. Of course, we're bringing this as well as obviously a reason. The reason why we did the people raising charity for the Crohn's and Colitis sort of jersey thing, big bright purple. That's coming with us. And the interesting thing again, which I would have totally forgot about, and this was another suggestion by John. So again, anyone who's thinking of doing something like this, this is a great suggestion. Gloves. Again, we're going to be spending a lot of time with our hands out in the open, and if it is hot, if it's 20 degrees and we're spending 6 hours a day out on the road with our hands in the sun, nothing's that you know, sunburnt hands could be an even bigger problem than chafing. Yeah, we've got gloves. I may cut the fingers off them, depending on how sweaty fingers get, but we'll see how that goes. Yeah, so gloves, and that is basically it. So we got 2 pairs of shorts, 3 pairs of shorts, 2 jerseys, 3 tops. Jesus, can't even count. 3 tops, 3 shorts, underwear, and that's pretty much it. The other thing, obviously, Vaseline. I'll probably buy that there. I'm a big fan of the buy it there theory. I'm sure Portugal has Vaseline. And yeah, that's sunglasses as well. Obviously, sunglasses there in the car, so I don't have them at the minute. But anything else, and charge adapters. That's pretty much everything that I'm taking, which I don't think is too bad. Like, all that stuff is relatively light. Now, the other thing which I want to quickly shout out is the people at Get Your Belly Out UK. Again, there's been some confusion about Get Your Belly Out. They're a non-for-profit organisation who are raising awareness for Crohn's and Colitis UK. Any money that is donated or raised through Get Your Belly Out goes straight to Crohn's and Colitis UK. They're not a separate charity. They're just an organisation to raise awareness for Crohn's and Colitis UK. And we've sort of partnered or teamed up with Get Your Belly Out. So the money that we raise shows as being raised through the Get Your Belly Out awareness campaign. The 3 sort of founders of Get Your Belly Out, Victoria, Lorna and Jem, have been fantastic. They've been sharing our posts and sharing the Just Giving page and everything else. And today, just before we go, we've got a good luck card, which thank you so much. If you see this, I really do appreciate. We all appreciate it. We've got a group chat. I would share the group chat with you with the other 3 bikers. However, it is largely horrendous and not safe for anything. Really, not safe for work, not safe for leisure. It's yeah, it will be an interesting few days. I can promise you that. But interestingly, and this is it. So we had the card, which was lovely and so thoughtful. And like I said, all the guys were really interested, really thankful for that. But we also got another envelope inside, which says, I don't know if you see that, strict instructions only to be opened during the moment of a crisis. And a little picture of a man on a bike there. So as you can see, it's still closed. I've not opened it. I'm not going to open it, even though the other guys have like opened it. I want to know what it says. This will either be opened in the moment of a crisis, or it will be opened once we reach the end destination of wherever it is that we're going. So fingers crossed there are no crises or crises. I'm not sure the plural is there, but we have something from the Get Your Belly Out team for if we come across a crisis. So I wanted to share that with you. I wanted to do this today. Tomorrow I've got the talk and other stuff going on. So this will probably be the last video I'll do before I set off to Portugal. And then, like I said, the next video, very well, maybe this, although this may take some editing, or it may be the talk, which I'm giving on Thursday. But either way, the video of the actual challenge itself will be coming to the channel within the next week or two. So check that out. And that's it. That's pretty much it. I've got to stick all this stuff into the bag, and yeah, it's I feel, and we all feel, again, this is again from the group chat that we've got going, all the lads feel horrendously unprepared. There's a little bit of nerves kicking in. I guess that's pretty normal. But yeah, I get to give you an update on the donations. I'm blown away. I really am. I remember when I first set this up with John, and I said, "Well, what should the target be?" And I was like, "Oh, let's." It was like, "Oh, should we do 500?" Blah blah blah. And I said, "Oh, let's try 1,000. Let's see if we can do 1,000." And I didn't honestly think that we would be able to do it, as bad as that sounds. But this goes to show, if you set yourself audacious tasks and challenges, you may just hit them. And currently, we are £6.61 away from our £1,000 target. So again, thank you to everyone who has donated. It really does mean a lot to me, a lot to the other bikers, Ian, Chris, and John. It means a lot to get your belly out, and I'm sure to Crohn's and Colitis UK as well. With that said, 1,000 is not a limit. 1,000 is really just the beginning. And with that said, the Just Giving link is down below. Please check that out. And if anything you can spare, it would be greatly appreciated. No matter how much, if it's £1, if it's 50p, if it's £10, £20, whatever it may be, please donate whatever it is you can. And like I said, we will leave the page up, because I think hopefully some people will want to donate after they see the video of the documentary style video that we'll be doing of the journey of the challenge. So again, don't see 1,000 as a limit. Feel free to blow right past that and just smash it even more. Everyone who's donated, again, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. We all really appreciate it. And if you want to donate, please do. Like I said, the link is in the description down below. And with that said, there's nothing left for me to do other than to be horrendously unprepared and hope for the best, and see you guys on the other side. With that said, if you enjoyed this video, if you found it a bit interesting to see how little you can possibly take for a long weekend in Portugal whilst cycling across it, I think we're doing pretty well. We're packing pretty light. So again, hit that like button, subscribe if you are new. I do promise that normal e-commerce-y, businessy, entrepreneurial sort of videos will be coming back soon. But as you can hopefully understand, this is a cause close to my heart, and I'm blown away by the support we've all had. So thank you so much. Please donate what you can, and I'll catch up with you guys next week. Hopefully, I'll be able to walk. Thank you so much. I'll see you then.